very unique organization in Africa in charge of all the things that are related to assistive technology products. And from people who presented before us, there were about people who were in charge of upper limb prosthetics, lower limb orthotics, and many other things. And OADCPH not just specialize in one of those assistive technologies, but OADCPH comes like aggregating all the issues related to prosthetics and orthotics and mobility and assistive technology on the continent. And what our focus and our stress and all the time we are striving all our efforts in every day that we are working is in order to get all across the continent low-cost assistive technology distribution and logistics in Africa. Next slide, please. So it came in when there was a huge issue on the continent regarding access to assistive technology products. Could we go to the next slide, please? There was a huge challenge in Africa regarding access to assistive technology products, as I was saying. So many things, and here we have a summary of some of the challenges that we have on the continent regarding access to assistive technology products. The first thing is the products, the price of the products are very high, and added to the price of the product is the custom and clearance hassles. The second thing is the lack of knowledge of potential suppliers. So in this assistive technology, you have many thousands of suppliers, and each supplier is offering a different technology. So whenever you are in the field, you are a professional and you don't know what are the different suppliers existing, you may just know one or two, and you will continue offering the services and the technology of just one or two to the population, and the quality of the service may not follow. So there is this lack of knowledge of range of possibility of treatment and possibility to the people with disabilities. The third thing that we came across is about finances. In some countries in Africa, the money is there, but because of national policies, so they wait to deliver the products before they get paid. But many suppliers in the world do not accept deliver the product before being paid. So they want to be paid upfront before deliver the products. And because of that, many countries are not able to get access to those assistive technology products, although the money is there. And some of at times they don't have the money, but they would like to pay by installments, and the suppliers do not agree with such things. And because of that, there was this lack of access to the AT products on the continent. And then there was also a limited access to continuous professional development. And when there is no continuous professional development, people will they will not maintain their skills. Their competence will be very low. There will be no updates, and the quality of services will not follow. So there will be an issue with the lack of quality of services, and then patient satisfaction will also be very low. It was at this time that OADCPH came in to fill the gap and to serve and to perform action that could solve all these challenges that we have just talked about. Next slide, please. But despite the goodwill of OADCPH and all the good works OADCPH has been done, there were still limitations to be addressed. Limitation like being closer to the members, because when a member, for instance, is way far away from OADCPH, this will involve high transportation costs. So there was limitation about the transportation cost, because when OADCPH, for instance, ships a material, we are based in West Africa. When OADCPH ships components to East Africa, so there is a very long distance, and this also increased the and other related expensive. And there was also issue in the work we were doing with the clients, because most of the time we are working with clients via email. Whenever a client wants something, we send what type do you want, what length do you want, what volume do you want, and it was a lot of going and coming with a lot of emails, and it was making the work very high and very huge. And it was at this point that Assistive Technology Impact Funds came in, and it was the right time, it was timely, and within 5 months of collaboration, a lot has happened. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. And since 2011, when we started, so we started very little. The previous slide, please. Thank you. And when we started in a very little way, but by the years growing and coming, and we have been able to grow over, and then we have today all the blue spaces that are covered in Africa. We have been able to ship product to all those different parts of Africa. So this really expresses the really need that we had in the continent. We are based in Togo in East Africa, but people are in need of the products all over the continent, and we have been able to assist all those countries in shipping products to them. But the issue, as I mentioned before, is just imagine sending products from Togo to East Africa. It will be a huge investment in transportation cost. Sending products from Togo to South Africa, it will be very huge in transportation costs. So the issue now is being closer to our customers all over the continent. Next slide, please. And with the work of, with the assistance of Assistive Technology Impact Fund, we have been working since these 5 months to establish a hub in East Africa, especially in Kenya, undertaking a user research with customer, and then number 3 now, to prototype a testing and digital platform. And as I said before, we have been working manually. A lot of things have been going by email, by a lot of phone calls and everything, but a digitized way of doing work will really assist the IT sector in the continent. Next slide, please. What we have learned so far with the work we have been doing with Assistive Technology Impact Fund, entering East Africa as an NGO is very hard with a lot of challenges. We conducted a fact-finding and exploration mission in Kenya, and we met a lot of stakeholders, met a lot of people in the NGO sectors, and it was very hard because there were different points of view and opinion from people working in the NGO registering sector, from people working there. There were different points of view. So it was difficult for us to know really what will be the exact point of view that will be really helpful for us. That's the first thing that we had as a challenge. The second thing was there were different options to register as an NGO. So there was no clear point of which one will be the real effective one, appropriate to what we are doing, and which will assist us to keep our prices still as low as we used to do in Togo here. Because it's because of a lot of things that we are able to offer low-cost technology to all over continent. But when you get to a country where things are hard and difficult, so this will have a negative impact, and then the cost may be more expensive than we plan to do. So it was really an issue to us to be solved, so that we keep it as low as it uses to be. And we are told that there was a lot of hurdles that were put in place by the government because of security. And then we noticed that in that place where we want to establish the hub, the hiring space were expensive, and when it's expensive, that means someone has to pay for it, and that means the end users now will definitely have more expensive products. And then there was also an issue with the time it takes to register an NGO in East Africa, especially in Kenya. That is where, with all these findings that we have to shift to another way of establishing OADCPH in East Africa, which is about going through a local partnership. And we have we have been fortunate to meet with the Association of Physically Disabled of Kenya, which is also involved in assistive technology all over Kenya in East Africa region for over 60 years now, and which have the knowledge of doing the work, and which are renowned of what they have been doing. Next slide, please. And here it is. So we have to shift to local partnership. That means OADCPH now from West Africa going out to East Africa is not going to by standing alone, paying for a space, having its own staff, because this will increase the operation costs. And when the operation costs are increased, so it will generate and revert into the prices of the product. So here with this local partnership with the Association of the Physically Disabled of Kenya, the space is there already. They are ready to assist us in doing whatever we are doing. They are ready to give us staff to assist us in whatever we are doing and to serve as a warehouse for the components. And this will allow us to still maintain our cost and our products as a very low cost. Next slide, please. And a user research was also conducted with the assistance of the Assist Technology Impact Fund, a very nice team that was working with us. And then a lot of feedback were collected, and then from the improvements of the offer. And from the beginning of OADCPH, we have been manual, and now with the assistance and with this active work that we have been doing, we are going digital. And then a digitized platform was needed and is now created. Next slide, please. So it was initially intended for external use. That means we have all the products registered on the platform. Whenever a client wants to get something, wherever he is in the continent, he only have to get on the platform and look at the products he wants, look at the different characteristics of the product he wants, look at the price of the product, get instantaneous invoice, and have an idea of a clear idea of what he or she or they are looking for. Because most of the time people have limited budget. Let me give an example. They have $2,000 for purchase, and then they want to have a prosthetic foot. They have to have the prosthetic hand. They have to have a polypropylene. They have to, and they don't know how much all these things come. They send a lot of articles, and then their money is not able to carry all those things. Now, with this digitized platform, all the information are there, whatever their budget, whatever their need, everything will be just there clear, and then they'll be able to make their own cart and then be able to find out really what they are looking for. And this is some of the screenshot of the platform that we have. We have an interaction, very nice interaction between logistics, between procurement, between human resources, between accountability, generating of invoice. Everything become now digital, and it makes the work easy internally, and also make the purchase and the consultation of article very easy for our customers. So it started internally, but we have noticed that it was very useful for both internally and externally. And if OADCPH goes forward, it will bring about the growth of Assist Technology sector in the whole continent. And we are confident with the assistance of the nice team of Active that is working with us that we'll be able to achieve a lot. And with this local partnership that have started, we believe that it will be also sustainable. And from all the teams that are here today, the big team that is here today, the 100 people that were here today, we believe that from with your support, a lot of team will be done to assist Assist Technology in the continent. Thank you very much, and very sorry for this internet connection issue.